Folks, welcome to another episode of Floridians Podcast. My name is David George Smith. Joining me as always is my trusted co-host, Luke McClapshy. Luke, how you doing, my friend?
I'm doing fantastic. Holiday coming up. Two birds games in 6 days. It's gonna be a good time.
I know it's a great win. Well, I don't want to say great. We'll get into it. But a win is a win against Detroit. That's a very tough Detroit team. I thought, in my opinion, whoever wins that game wins the NFC. We'll get into that as well.
Looked a lot better than the Packers game, although that's not saying much. But I mean, just the week to week improvement is good.
You got Dallas coming up on this Sunday. Dallas week, ready to kick some Dallas behind,
and then Chicago on Black Friday.
And then we got Chicago Black Friday, baby. So we're talking what? I mean, in the span of 10 days, you got 3 Eagles games?
Yeah, is it 10? Because we just played Monday. No, that was Monday. The Packers were Monday.
So we just played the
Detroit was Sunday night. So yeah, we've got like 3 games in 2 weeks.
It's insane. It's insane is the consensus.
I'll tell you, those hamstrings got to be sore in the locker room.
I know that's
a lot of use.
That's a lot of wear and tear on your body.
Like, at least they'll get a lot of rest after the Bears game. They'll have like 9 days off because they don't play again until the next Sunday. It'll kind of be like a mini little bye week, mini little reset.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I am really hoping, even more so than to win both these games, I would be totally okay. And this is going to sound controversial. I would be totally okay with dropping one of these games to guarantee no one gets hurt. Like, having these many games in a short span on a short week, that's when you get injuries.
You want to make sure that. What are you saying here? You want to bench to have the second string?
I'm just saying that I would be more mad to go 2-0 in these games and have a lot of people get injured than go 1-1 and we walk away fine. Like, if we go 2-0, but like Devontae Smith like injures his hamstring and is out the next 3 weeks, like, I'm gonna be very annoyed because we got screwed with the scheduling here, putting all these games so close. Like, we're spoiled as fans, but the team can't be happy.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the team isn't happy. According to, if you look at the headlines today, AJ Brown came out and had some things to say about the team. He was asked a question about, last year and this year, about, hey, how come you're not doing as good as you did last year? What did he say? The actual quote was, I don't got no what did he say? I guess Saquon ain't the same player either, then. I don't got no comment about that. I don't care about that. Y'all don't believe that. Nothing is wrong with me, guys. I'll say that. Interesting that he brought up Saquon. I think that's very inappropriate.
He's having a down year or two compared to last.
I know, but I think it's just. Let's take away the fact that, AJ Brown, sensational wide receiver, top 5 in the league. I think we should say probably top 5 wide receiver in the NFL. Terrific player. Do we need him? I'll leave that up for debate. That's a whole nother can of worms to open. It's inappropriate to even bring up Saquon to the media. Saquon had nothing to do with this conversation, and you're just bringing him up. Why? It makes you sound petty. It makes you sound like a diva.
I think it's being misconstrued. I think what he meant is that he's not the only player on offense not doing as well as last year. But people are calling him washed and Saquon not. I think that's all he meant. I don't think it's anything to bring Saquon into it. I think he's just saying he's not the only one having a down year. Why is he the only one being questioned if he still got it?
Now, the only thing is that I'll say with that is that happens every year with a running back. So you have a down year. So that's expected out of Saquon Barkley to have less stats, as stats to make a decline. So I just think it's inappropriate. And I think when you're sitting at 8-2, I know it's still the regular season. You have the playoffs to go with. The NFC is stacked this year, but it just seems like every time there's a win and every time are things perfect with the Eagles right now? Absolutely not. Do I believe in Kevin Petrulo? I wouldn't believe in him to bring a can of gasoline to a campfire and expect to ignite a flame. All right, I wouldn't trust him with that.
He could be on a yacht, throw a ball off the yacht, and it wouldn't hit the water.
But when it comes down to brass tacks, when we come down to nickel and dimes, when we come down to the nitty gritty, when we get down to the squishy squashy of things,
Squashy.
I just made that up. And it's going to be a thing now. And it's going to take off. But when it comes down to brass tacks, the Eagles are sitting at 8-2.
Mm-hmm.
Every week, there's a comment about A.J. Brown. Or it's something that he's saying, something that he's frustrated with. It's like, yeah, we won, but A.J. Brown's not happy. That's what I'm getting out of this. And it's just going to keep happening and happening and happening until he probably gets traded at the end of the season.
Or
And
another alternative, he's a top 5 receiver in the league. Like, he's up there. Our quarterback could do his job and give his best player the ball. You don't see Amon-Ra. You don't see Christian McCaffrey. You don't see Jamar Chase complaining about targets. Those quarterbacks, even their backups, don't have a problem getting them the ball. I think he has a right to be frustrated. He's getting all this money to be the focal point of the offense, and they have him running hitch routes. A bunch of his targets are just going out of bounds on throwaways. The offense is limping through victories. Our defense is winning us the games. The offense looks like it's huffing glue. And when your offense is put up 26 points over the past 2 games, and you can't get the ball in your best player's hands, that's probably why you're not scoring that many points. Probably why. Most offenses in the NFL don't have this much trouble getting their playmakers the ball. And we can point hundreds of fingers. We can point at the quarterback. We can point at the offensive coordinator. There's a lot of stuff that comes out that A.J. Brown's route running isn't as efficient. Then that comes down to, is he actually losing a step, or is he just not trying because he's not getting targeted? It's just, remember last year when A.J. Brown came out and said they need to get the passing game right.
Yeah.
And then we had that Pittsburgh game, and everyone played phenomenal. He and Devontae Smith each had over 100 yards. Hurts threw 4 touchdowns, I believe. It was just an absolute air raid. They just need a game like that again. Like, it's hard to watch this team this year, at least in my experience, and watch them drop back or snap out of the shotgun and expect a completed pass. There are way too many 3 and outs and hitches for the firepower that's on this offense. They're running it like high school freshman football.
I know it's very frustrating.
It shouldn't be hard. And again, I don't do that job, so it's like, yeah, like I'm just a guy sitting on the couch and saying this, but we do not see very many times on offense where we are going into week 11 and they can't figure out how to get the ball in their players' hands. Like that's the easy part. That's the easy part of offense.
I think it's natural for him to be upset, but I just don't like the way that he's doing it. I understand that.
That's fair.
It's ruining the chemistry, and it's just making everybody so it's sort of undermining the fact that the Eagles are 8-2, and I know the offense has looked horrible. I blame the biggest thing for me is the play calling. I think the play calling has been just horrible this year. I mean, it's been really bad.
Mhm.
I don't think it's necessarily too much on Jalen this year, like it was on 2023, because I think when there's good plays, and I think when he calls audibles to make a medium pass or a vertical pass, he does a pretty good job. I mean, I haven't, but it hasn't happened a lot, and I think part of that is on the play calling. But again, I just think it sort of undermines the good things that happen, because people aren't talking about the Eagles win. They're talking about why is AJ Brown upset.
Well,
And it's
people are just so it's like 2023 where the offense, everyone loves to point that Brian Johnson that season was like a football terrorist and everything. He saw the Eagles at a top 10 offense. Like yeah, we were watching, the screens were stupid, and like his situational play calling, he had a magical way of turning a for sure touchdown drive into a field goal. But they were still almost by every metric a top 10 offense. I think they were 9th overall that year. And we were calling for him to get sent to hell, basically. Like everyone wanted him gone forever.
Yeah.
But Kevin Patullo, we're even better than that offense because we've got Saquon here too. We're 23rd. Why are we 23rd on offense? That, yes, a lot of it is on the play calling, but it can't just be the play calling. I think if everyone is messing up a little bit, you have a big problem. But the thing is that's easy to fix. If everyone's messing up a little bit, it's easy to get everyone 5% better than just have someone who's ruining everything. Like our defense was terrible in 2023. It's a lot easier to reinvigorate your offense than your defense.
Mhm.
So
Look, I have a
I don't
couple
know.
if we're gonna look at numbers here, I mean, yeah, only 26 points since the bye week. That's unacceptable. Jalen Hurts has a QB rating of a little less than 81%. 29 for 54 for 318 yards and 1 touchdown. Yeah,
I mean,
I mean,
that's an ass stat line for one game.
yeah.
That's 2 games. Listen, we
19 for 23. Wait, against Dallas opening night. 152 yards.
that game was weird though because of the weather delay.
That was a whole lot. Yeah, that was the
No
Jalen
one
Carter.
scored after the weather delay, so like I mean, that's kind of got an asterisk to me. I'm not going to look at his box score and point at him for that. Everyone's stats looked weird that game. And I mean, he's had great games too, like against Minnesota. He had a perfect pass rating. I'm not sitting here and asking Jalen Hurts to have a perfect passer rating every game. That's ridiculous. You wouldn't expect that out of Tom Brady. But I mean, if you want to make a deep playoff run again, it shouldn't be this hard to figure out how to get your best wide receiver the football.
Yeah.
And I think that's a
understand.
little bit on everyone.
I understand that.
I think it's a little bit on AJ. I think it's a little bit on Hurts. I think it's a lot on the play calling. So I'm not going to point fingers here and say it's one person's fault, but should be an easy thing to figure out. Like I'm not panicking nearly as bad as I was.
Your Super Bowl champs, yeah.
Well, I'm not panicking nearly as bad as I was in 2023 because when a defense collapses, you got to pretty much wait till the offseason to fix that because you got washed personnel. You can't really fix missed tackles and everything. But it's easy to just talk to the guys on offense, do what makes them comfortable, get in a rhythm. Because the offense looks pretty good when we come out with our first 15 scripted plays of the game. Doesn't look bad at all, but it's like we get the ball back on the second drive, the third drive, the fourth drive. It looks ridiculous. Like it looks like no one even knows what they're doing. Like it looks like backyard football where Hurts is figuring out what routes they're running as they're doing.
It looks like a high school football game. It looks like freshman football.
Yeah,
It's like screens. It's running up the middle. It's these damn QB draws.
every drive
that don't work.
A dropped screen pass or a
Dropped,
2-yard
yeah.
hitch or a 2-yard hitch. So then you're sitting at 2nd and 8. Saquon run up the middle. You are lucky to get 3 yards there. And you're sitting at a 3rd medium, 3rd and long, and it's some extremely difficult throw on the sideline.
I'm not giving too much. I'm not cutting a lot of. I'm giving Saquon a lot of slack because this happens every year after a running back has an MVP caliber year. Like it happened to Derrick Henry. It happened to
and you watch
LaShawn McCoy. It happened
Saquon
to
half the time.
Adrian
Saquon's
Peterson.
runs, he's already got a guy touching him before when he's still in the backfield.
Yeah.
Like so he's turning a loss of 2 into a gain of 2. It's very obvious Saquon still has it because it's a little bit on the blocking too. But I think throwing the offensive line under the bus is again too easy of a scapegoat. I really don't think with the injuries there with Jurgens.
I was going to say, yeah, the injuries
is gone. Yeah. There are injuries, and again, it's hard to block effectively when you aren't running effective routes. Like because there are plenty of times you can go and you can circle on the tape and everything, and see Hurts has 6-7 seconds to throw. That's not an O-line problem.
6-7.
Yeah, but he has 6 seconds. Yeah, but he has 6+ seconds to throw. And if a guy isn't open in 6 seconds, that's a bad play.
Yeah.
Way more often than it's good defense.
Have 25th in total yards, 28th in passing yards.
Yeesh.
And they're 8-2. God bless you, Vic Fangio. But
get this man freeze-ins for life.
But I do think AJ going to the media does have a presence in the locker room, and I think that does sort of have an effect on play. I mean,
he's not the only one though.
But I mean, like even like they asked Lane Johnson, he came out and said that the offense is predictable, is predictable. But he's not coming out saying like giving these like sort of like these like mystery like statements like AJ's doing,
that's also just what wide receivers do.
For sure, but like, come on, man, like I don't know. To me, it's a
wide receiver's the most immature position.
I understand your frustration, but after a win, you should just be happy that your team won as a teammate. Like you're just being a bad teammate at that point. And it's just like, okay, like I don't know. It sort of like puts you like in like a Stephon Diggs situation where it's like, dude, like Stephon Diggs worked with McDaniels, legendary coach. Still didn't work out. Still felt like he wasn't getting the ball. Yeah. And now we're at where we're at. The
other thing is wide receivers are always like this because they are pretty much the only position in the NFL where their pay is entirely dictated by someone else. Their pay is entirely dictated by the quarterback getting the ball or not. The running back can get it out of the backfield. Tight end can earn good money by blocking and all that. Quarterback has the ball in his hands almost every play. Wide receivers are entirely dependent on someone else. So he's playing for his next contract, and which isn't for 2-3 years off the top of my head. But yeah, I mean, it's got to be frustrating basically just running cardio out there all day. Getting paid.
But it makes me think about, like Calvin Johnson. You know what I mean? Here's a guy that was in such a horrible situation in Detroit. And that man, he never went to the media once.
Because he was getting the ball.
But he was still in Detroit.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you are sitting there and you lose a game, say 17-10 when you're the Detroit Lions, and Calvin Johnson has 125 yards and 2 touchdowns, or 1 touchdown because they would have 10 points. When he goes at the end of the game, there's nothing more he could have done. He had a great game and everything. When the Eagles offense is here looking like fish out of water, like flubbing around, looking like they're dying, and he's not getting the ball, a big part of the offense looking so terrible is probably because he's not getting the ball.
Yes. I agree. I just think he should have a. This whole situation reminds me of Theo, but
That's what
shut up.
wide receivers do. It's what Theo did. Like pretty much the only one who wasn't a fucking basket case was Jerry Rice, and Jerry Rice was something else. He might be the greatest football player ever. So, but depending how you do things, but yeah, like any other wide receiver, like Jamar Chase has been freaking out all season after the losses and everything. It's wide receivers, they do it all the time. Happened with Odell and Eli, Odell and Baker. It happens.
Stefan with Josh Allen.
It always happens with receivers. So I don't think this is just an AJ thing. But yeah, it's frustrating to have them go to the media and everything, but cat's out of the bag now. I mean, what are you going to do?
Yeah. What are you going to do?
And it's like nothing he said is anything more extreme than what anyone else has said.
No, but it's like, dude, it's every week, man. Like, what else? It's like next you're gonna say like, what's it gonna be next week? Like, oh, the kitchen staff in the locker room burnt the chicken. Like,
maybe he'll stop complaining when we stop going 3 out 14 times in a row and he doesn't get a target.
I mean, yeah, it's frustrating. I think where I'm at is AJ. I understand your frustration, but shut up.
I think Kevin Patullo's like huffing glue in the locker room. He's like, I don't really like AJ Brown. I don't think he deserves the football.
Let's do another screen. Let's do another screen on third.
Let's give the ball to our true one, Jahan Dotson. No disrespect to Jahan Dotson. He's a very good wide receiver 3, but he shouldn't be getting more targets every week than AJ Brown.
You know what I'm feeling on this 3rd and 16? Will Shipley.
I'm very partial to the 3rd and 18 halfback draw to Will Shipley on our own 30. I think that's winning football.
That's elite ball knowledge.
Kevin Patullo is just so far ahead of us on game knowledge. We can't understand it. We're simpletons.
Okay. Do you know that? Did you play the Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War campaign?
Nah.
Okay. Well, there was a.
I should have just said yes, so you could.
Okay, so long story short, you know how in Call of Duty Black Ops campaigns they make you like choose your own decision and it affects the story. Yeah. So I'm not going to spoil anything, but they make you do that with 2 of the characters in Cold War. What if one of them was Brian Johnson and the other one was Kevin Patullo? Which one would you save?
I would save Brian Johnson because again, at least he still had us as a top 10 offense. I think Brian Johnson was a better coordinator than Patullo, and like that's not even recency bias. Like every metric says that.
Yeah.
Oh, you're good, dude. We can.
I mean, it's ridiculous. It's getting. It's like it looks like freshman football.
It does.
So let us know your thoughts. Shout out to Max, who just walked in. Ruined the shot, ruined the entire episode.
No, he didn't.
Any thoughts on the Eagles, Max?
Max would never complain about targets.
What's that?
Oh, we're talking about
Max would never complain about targets.
Max would never complain about targets.
No.
Shout out to Max. Making a little cameo in the episode.
Yeah, a little subtle cameo. We're foreshadowing. We're a Marvel movie. We're setting up future episodes.
Ready for phase 2.
I mean,
so what are you thinking against Dallas? I mean, their defense. I mean, I know it's the Raiders, so it's like I'm taking it with a grain of salt, but their defense did look a lot better with the Quinnen Williams trade.
Yeah, I think we're going to go in and just blow Dallas out of the water. I think Jerry Jones isn't worried about football. He's worried about his solar energy and his natural gas in his $100 million stadium.
I don't know. I think it's going to be a close game. We beat them by 3 at home. 4. We beat them by 4.
Yeah, but there was a rain delay. Like you said, it was a weird game. There was something in the air. There was something in the water. 34-3 Eagles. Lock it in right now.
You really think we're going to hold the best offense in the league to 3?
Yes.
I love the confidence. I'm thinking I'm thinking I'm not going to predict us to lose. Fuck the Cowboys, but I'm thinking it's going to be 24-21. I think it's going to be very similar to the score of week 1.
This is statement game for the Eagles. This is saying, hey, we're 8-2. We're about to be 9-2. We're the reigning champions. We've had some issues. We know that. We told AJ to shut his mouth. Hopefully they talked about it. I think we're going to come out with a lot of fire. I think they've been taking this criticism, and I think we're going to come out, get a big old dub.
And how about the Bears?
I think the same thing.
I think that's going to be a tough game. Hear me out. I think it's going to be a tough game. Bears keep finding ways to win. They're 7-3 for a reason.
I think it's going to be maybe one of our games where the defense struggles a little bit. I mean, I think the offense especially is definitely going to struggle. Just because of the timing of the just how many games and I think it all depends on this Dallas game as well. You know what I mean? If we come into this Dallas game and then sort of sneak out a win,
yeah.
If we sneak out a win in Dallas, I think we're going to lose in Chicago. I think we're going to not in Chicago, but I think we're going to lose against Chicago, no doubt. Like I just think that this team's, if they're struggling and having so many offensive woes, I don't think that they're going to be able to play this string of games.
Chicago's got like a weird situation. They're like the opposite of our offense, where we can't move the ball at all, but the Eagles get into the red zone and they're going to put points up. Chicago moves from their side of the field extremely fast. They have a lot of explosive plays. They're not very good in the red zone. They do not close out their drives very well. I think the turning point when we play Chicago is going to be capitalizing on their red zone mistakes. I think that's how you win that game. All it takes is a tip pass and an interception, and the momentum's all yours. So, yeah. So if I think 24-21 for the Cowboys, I'm thinking the Bears. I think it's going to be a lower scoring game, especially Black Friday, short week. We know short weeks, Buffalo looked incredibly sloppy coming off a short week, and we already have. I think the Chicago game is going to be a low scoring game. I think it's going to be like 17-14, 17.
Caleb Williams is the only quarterback with 4 or more touchdowns and 0 turnovers in the final 2 minutes of either half this season.
Yeah, no, he's good. The volume stats aren't there, but the film and the efficiency is.
Yeah.
So he's going to be a tough one. We've kept Jared Goff in check. We've kept Dak in check. We've kept Jordan Love in check. We've kind of kept Baker Mayfield in check. He did kind of go nuclear on us. He probably had the best performance of any quarterback we played.
That was strange.
But I would not be surprised if Caleb Williams comes out of nowhere and has a really good offensive game on us.
That's what I'm thinking it might happen, especially if we struggle in Dallas, traveling to Dallas, then coming back, basically playing a game on a Friday.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I think it's going to be interesting.
I know I picked us both to win, but I don't mean to sound like a pessimist here. I would not be surprised if we dropped one of these games.
I think we beat Dallas, lose to Chicago.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario.
Yep, but it's like we are immediately going from playing a divisional rival on the road to playing a team. We're 8-2, they're 7-3 on a short week. Like they're both gonna be pretty sloppy, pretty gritty, physical games. It's not gonna be easy to win both of them. So. But I know I'm predicting us both to win both, but that's not set in stone. I wouldn't be surprised to drop one of them.
I do think this will be a statement game. I think this will be a good.
I think Dallas is a more important game.
I'm being an optimist. I genuinely think this will be like this will be the time where they sort of they get a slap to the face. Hey, we need to lock in. We need to show why we're the best team in the NFC. Best team in the NFL, arguably.
Yeah, last time we beat Dallas in Dallas was 2017, the Jai game.
I think you get one here, and it's going to be It's going to be a beautiful thing, folks. It's going to be beautiful, and I can't wait to see it.
If he's wrong, send him hate mail.
I already get hate mail. It's called letters from the IRS. It's mail that I hate.
It's also just text from me. I'm not. I'm a mean person.
You are a mean person. I mean, Sixers, just to wrap it up real quick, I think we're getting to that time, but Maxey had a nice 54-point game. I mean, we're not going to say anything that hasn't been said. I mean,
I hate James
It's-
Harden. He sucks.
I hate James Harden. James Harden sucks.
He choked against us. We beat the Clippers. They're garbage. They're gonna give
Beat the
Oklahoma
Bucks.
City their pick.
Beat the Bucks last night. Maxey with 54 last night. His
Career
plus
high.
minus is 18. That's phenomenal. Career high point.
Yeah.
Most of this episode is going to be about the Eagles. I don't even know what's going on with the Flyers, to be honest with you.
I haven't had a lot of time to catch hockey. I sound like a fake fan.
Yeah, fine. You know what I mean?
There are bigger things. There are bigger fish to fry.
They're bigger fish to fry, folks.
Bears on Black Friday. Okay, it's a big deal.
Bears on Black. That's a huge deal. Dallas week followed by Black Friday game.
Closest
against
Eagles
Chicago.
will ever get to playing on Thanksgiving because the Cowboys are too scared to ever schedule us. They play the Giants and Commanders all the time, but they don't play us. They're scared. They're scared.
Bring it on, folks. Bring it on.
All right.
Also, rest in peace to the Plymouth Meeting Mall.
We lost a good one.
We lost a great one. I remember going to that Dave and Buster's. I went there until I moved here.
I have no proof, but the Plymouth Meeting Mall's Chick-fil-A's milkshakes tasted better at that location than any other location I've been to. I have
That's great Chick-fil-A.
I have no proof of this, and no one can ever prove me wrong now because it's gone, but it's true. Okay, just believe me.
Rest in peace to Plymouth Meeting Mall. That's going to wrap up this episode. Support the show on Patreon. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff. We'll put that all linked. Floridians Podcast. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.
You there?